3 wickets in the first 15 overs. That's something India would have asked for, and that's something the bowlers have delivered. Remember, Bangladesh won the toss, decided to bat first, and this is where they finished at the 15-over mark. Nandan Hussain Shanto, 21, the top scorer so far. It's the stalwarts in Mushfiqur Rahim and Shakib Al Hasan who are out there. And we've also had our first look at Umran Malik, who's into the side in place of Kuldeep Sen. And before we talk about anyone else, I'm going to go to Dinesh Karthik here on Cricbuzz Comm Box. Your first impression of 150 plus, especially that wicket that he picked up.
High quality bowling. I think what happened in the first over is what caused the wicket in the second over. You could see he didn't get into line. The ball deviated, but not enough. But he just managed not to get in line. And you can see what real pace does. Like Shakib Al Hasan is a world-class player. And if it can rattle him up, you can imagine what a Shanto is thinking at the other end. And this is what we require, some aggressive, fast bowling, aggressive captaincy. And I've really liked the way India have approached this match, trying to get wickets up front and bowling up. And you could see the wickets fell for the fuller balls. And there's a little bit in it for the fast bowlers, but they're making maximum use of what's there in the wicket. And that's really good to watch.
Bit of swing for Deepak Chahar, but once again, the wicket taker early on was Mohammed Siraj, again showing aggression, again showing wicket-taking ability, and even at a point when he was hit for a couple of boundaries, it didn't sort of deter him for that hunt for wickets.
Absolutely. I think when you're looking for wickets, you tend to bowl fuller, which could induce a few boundaries, but that's the gamble that India need to be okay with, and I think they are. As you can see, he's probably the most expensive bowler, but that's fine. I think those 2 wickets count for a lot more than the runs that go. And if Bangladesh are on the back foot right now with obviously a lot of overs to play, and they'd probably be slowing down their scoring rate, it's because of the wickets that Siraj was able to get up front in the first 10 overs.
If anything, the one blow for Team India has been the catch that went to Rohit Sharma and just hit him on the wrong part of the hand towards that webbing. We still don't have any word whether it's a split webbing or not. That was a suggestion, but he did go to hospital for x-rays. So that doesn't suggest that he could be playing any further part in this game.
Absolutely. I think if it's a split webbing, it takes a week or sometimes a couple of weeks, and that could put him in jeopardy for the test matches as well, which is very important for India. But, these things happen in the game. You got to take it along in the stride, but it wasn't good to watch. He's somebody who has a very safe pair of hands and got through his hands and ended up injuring him as well. So that's a massive blow for Team India.
And of course, a lot of people who have now got used to the concept of concussion subs, let's clarify, this is not going to be something that India will be able to take advantage of. Rajat Patidar on the field purely as a fielder, and India will effectively go into this run chase with 10 batsmen. But the way the bowling unit has been performing, I think 10 batsmen should be more than enough to handle that.
Yes, we would think so. If they can get a couple of wickets in the next 10 overs, then that will really stop and put the brakes on Bangladesh. And we can see Mahmudullah hasn't played too much cricket. So, we could see a score much lower than 200 if they can get a couple of wickets here. And they are going for wickets, and it's some good cricket to watch because they're aggressive. They are making sure that they're making the batsmen play and peppering them with short balls as well, with a few taken on the helmet by Shakib. So it's a very interesting passage of play to determine how this match is going to pan out.
Just to finish, how big is this partnership between the two men? I started on Combox by talking about the stalwarts. You said Mahmudullah hasn't played enough cricket, so a lot of responsibility on Shakib Al Hasan and Mushfiqur Rahim.
Absolutely. You can see both of them have played upwards of 200 games, which means that they have a lot of experience. When you have 400 plus games in your kitty, you've played these kind of situations. But every international game is different. Every pitch is different. And the pressures that come along with it is also different. So it's a very interesting passage of play. Bangladesh need both these batters to be there the next time we come in the comm box. But if one of them or both of them are removed, then, you could see Bangladesh having a bit of a collapse for sure.
Yeah, that's probably hit the nail on the head with Dinesh Karthik. If at the 35 over comm box they're still together, it'll be a different story. But the way India are bowling, it looks like that will be an uphill task. We'll see you in a few overs time in the 35th.